Well, hello everybody and welcome to Lunch Break Live. Real talk about obesity, food addiction, recovery, and what's really eating you. I am Carrie De La Cruz, so very happy to be with you today. I managed to dispense with that conference call quickly enough so that I could join you, and I am so happy. I'm so happy I'm here, and I'm really happy that you guys are here too. Whether you're watching me live, which I always enjoy, or you're watching me on demand, maybe you're watching it in rerun, wherever you are, thank you for being here, for sharing your valuable time with me. I hope that you get out of it as much as I do. So, listen, today's show is called Sticks and Stones, and I'm pretty sure you guys know the rest of that. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words can never hurt me. Did you guys ever hear that? Was it ever said to you? Maybe you said it yourself. Well, here's the thing. I heard that all the time when I was growing up, a lot. And it was usually because someone was telling me that I was being oversensitive and thin-skinned. That's usually when that was said to me. But the thing is, the words did hurt me. They did hurt me a lot. And some people could maybe argue now that I let them hurt me because of the way I interpreted them, or any number of other things that, we can talk about as adults. But when we're little kids, all we know is that we're hurt, right? We're hurt. And then someone is telling us we shouldn't be hurt, which hurts more. So it's tricky business, and when we're 5 or 6 or 8 or 10 and someone's saying sticks and stones, and you're hurting, something's wrong with you because someone's saying you shouldn't be hurting. Wow, that really messes with you, don't you think? So I think it's fair. We all can agree that words can and do hurt, right? Which is not to give you the impression that I was always on the receiving end of hurtful words, because anybody who knows me knows that I'm pretty good at saying hurtful things too. I am pretty good at hurting right back, okay? It was a skill that I didn't always possess, but I certainly honed it over time. And it's nasty, it's venomous. But anyway, I got pretty good at firing off some pretty hurtful words myself, but it was always from a position of self-righteous defensiveness, right? That's how I justified it, right? I justified the words that I was using because they deserved it. I was only going on the defensive. I wasn't on the offensive. Yeah, right. Yeah, that might have delayed my recovery just a little bit, that lack of self-awareness. But anyway, you know what? I think you've heard me talk about this a lot, and I think a lot of people will say a lot of what we do comes from a place of protection. The desire to protect ourselves, to feel safe, okay? And if we feel that we're being attacked or that we will be attacked, well, then we're gonna throw out anything we can on the defensive to protect ourselves, right? So, verbal chaff, I guess you could say, and have them go down the other way, go chase the chaff and leave you alone, right? I mean, that's what we do. But here's the thing about words, okay? Unlike a gun, where you fire a bullet and it damages whatever it hits one time, words can rebound and hit their target again and again and again and again. And it can re-injure the same person again and again and again. So a bullet wound technically can heal, right? And it's going to leave a scar, and yeah, there may be some damage or there may be some pain because of it, but it damages one time, let's say, okay? Words can reopen wounds. They can fester. They can infect. They can eat away at their target. You cannot unfire a gun, right? And you can't take words back either. Once you've fired them off, they're out there. Have you ever said anything you wish you hadn't said? I think all of us have, right? But here's the funny thing about words. As I was preparing this talk today, I realized they don't even have to be said to cause pain. Think about that for a minute. You don't even have to say them to be hurt by them. They can be left unsaid. And they can do unspeakable damage. I want you to think about this for a second, all right? Think about unspoken words like, I'm sorry, I forgive you, I accept your apology, I need you, I love you. Think about those words left unspoken. They can do a lot of pain and damage, can't they? right? And think about the words that hurt even when they aren't spoken, like having a gun to the head. Think about this one. I hate you. You're ugly. I never loved you. I'll never forgive you. You were wrong. You are worthless. So even those words there that are unspoken can still do irreparable harm. It's like holding a gun to your head, right? Any minute, playing a game of Russian roulette with words left unspoken. So unspoken words can be hurtful either because they are hurtful or because when they're left unsaid and unspoken, they're words that need to be heard that aren't, and that hurts, okay? So there's a lot of different ways to look at it. And you know, the thing is, those words, the I hate yous, you're ugly, you're worthless, we don't want to hear those words, do we? We don't want to hear them. And sometimes those words hurt, not because they were intended to hurt. And I think this is an important part of this whole discussion of sticks and stones, right? Words can hurt, not because they were intended to hurt, but because they hit a nerve. Think about that, the truth, right? Sometimes you've heard it said, the truth hurts. When it hits a nerve, you've heard it said like, truth hurts, something like, you have cancer. Oh my God, that's truth. And it hurts. You don't want to hear it, but you have to. You have cancer. Here's another few words that really hurt. You are morbidly obese. Oh, they hurt to hear those words, to be on the receiving end of those words, yet they're true. They're not defining you as a person. They're saying this is a disease you have to contend with. You have morbid obesity, and yet we are that thing. You are addicted to alcohol. Nobody wants to hear that. I don't have a problem. I'm fine. I don't have a problem. Don't tell me I have a problem. If it's the truth, and it hurts, doesn't it? All right? Let me tell you, all of this stuff rattling around in our heads, stuff unsaid, stuff said, stuff we didn't want to hear, but we heard, it just eats us up. Oh my God, it just eats us up, doesn't it? It's the stuff that we feed. The hurtful words that you spew and swallow, they hurt. But words also heal. See, they're not all hurtful, right? Words also heal. Think about hearing these words. I support you. I'm proud of you. I love you. Thank you. I'm sorry. I forgive you. You matter. You did a great job. I'm glad you're my wife. You are beautiful. I treasure you. Those are pretty healing words, don't you think? I like hearing those words. Okay, unless you're a guy, then maybe you'd rather say, you know, I'm glad you're my husband. But you get the idea, okay? Now, here's where you come in. I want you to think back on your day so far. Just today. That's all I'm asking. Just today. Has there been more hurting or more healing with the words in your life? Whichever way, whether you were delivering them or whether they were coming your way or whether you were reading them or you were writing them. Have they been more hurtful or more healing today? Have you said things you regret today? Have you heard things you didn't want to hear today? Have you said something that made someone feel good today? Did someone say something that made you feel good today? Think about that. So, if words can hurt when they're spoken, and they can hurt when they're left unspoken, they can hurt from the threat of being spoken, just the mere threat, well, they can heal when being spoken. And yes, even when unspoken, the words can be healing. Because some things don't need to be said. They just have to be believed. Okay? I want you to think about this for a second. So we've thought about the things that you've said, the things that you've written, the things that were said to you, the things you've heard, the things you didn't say, right? All of that. I want you to think about the things you say to yourself. That's what this always comes down to. What about the things you say to yourself? Do you have a gun to your own head? Right? Do you squeeze the trigger and kill a little bit more of yourself every time you say, I can't do it? You're a failure, Carrie. You're not worth it, Carrie. You'll never succeed, Carrie. You're ugly, Carrie. You're stupid, Carrie. You're fat. Do you guys have a gun to your head? Saying those horrible, horrible things and leaving the healing things left unsaid. Only you guys can answer that, but I have a sneaking suspicion I already know the answer. Because this is exactly the kind of stuff that you feed, and you may not even be aware of it. Boy, oh boy, when you say those things to yourself, whether you think them or you say them out loud, they hurt. They're hard to take back, aren't they? Can't unhear them. Can't, unring a bell, right? All right, what are some healing words that you can speak to yourself today? I'm going to give you some suggestions. Write them down. Say them to yourself. Look in the mirror and say them. And then do not second guess yourself and say, I'm just kidding, it's not true. No, let it hang out there. Ready? I matter. I matter. I am worthy. I can do this. I am loving. I am improving. I am committed. I am done beating myself up. I am ready to live my recovery. Those are some pretty healing words, don't you agree? So that's my little message today about sticks and stones. They do break bones. They break your bones. They break other people's bones. And I think our job as we work our recovery is to learn which words are hurtful, which words are healing. Listen to the things we tell ourselves and tell others. Leave some things left unsaid to ourselves and to others. And learn to see the healing power of words without automatically going to the hurt. It's a process. It takes time. It's not about perfection. It's not about the initial feelings that we have. It's how we work through the stuff and begin to recognize healing and hurting words for what they are. So that's what I'm going to leave you guys with. I'm going to put my glasses on because it's a short one today. And I just want to see what you guys are talking about out there because I love engaging with you. I love interacting with you. So let me see what you guys are talking about here. Okay, I got to move my rubber band here. Thing that's holding my phone up. There we go. All right. Okay. All righty. Mom, I'm so glad you're here. I love you so much. And I won't call you out unless you comment. That's my rule. So Priscilla, you commented, "Hi, girl. I'm so glad you're here." And let's see who else is here. Sherry, hey, you're back. Groovy Tuesday indeed, chickadee. So happy you are here for a second day in a row. And I see a couple of new faces showing up, but you guys are pretty darn quiet. Not saying an awful lot. So I hope that by not saying an awful lot, you are instead thinking about lots and lots of healing things. Oh, I love you too. I love you too. Do you love you, Priscilla? That's a tough one. Do you love you? You don't have to answer that here. But let me tell you, there's so much of you to love, especially my little drawing that you did of me. There is a lot to love about each and every one of us. Every one of us is worth loving. We are worth the love of others, and we are most importantly worth the love of ourselves. And guess what? Okay, I'm not going to get all spiritual and religious on you, but I'm going to say we are worthy of God's love too. Or maybe we aren't worthy of God's love, and that's what makes it so great. But God loves us no matter what. So listen, I am really, really glad that you guys are here with me again today for this little life lesson, the little lunch break live. I'm grateful that you're here with me every day, and I do want to encourage you to share this with anyone whom you think would benefit from it. This is a gift that I give to you. I've mentioned it before. The gift was freely given to me. The gift of recovery was given to me. It was mine for the taking. I am giving you the gift, and I hope you choose to take it and re-gift it. Because remember, recovery is not just for the people who need it. It's for the people who want it. And we never, ever know who's ready and willing to take it, do we? So share this far and wide. Be brave, be courageous. And I'm going to sign off right now and remind you all to have courage. seek peace, embrace joy, and above all, live your recovery. Remember, you can't stop feeding what's eating you if you don't know what's eating you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye.